What are the Millis? What's their
Mohawks.
Oh, the Mohawks?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, is
At
that
least for right now.
is that an allowed name? Is that a name that's allowed?
I saw that the other day. Ooh.
Oh, here we are. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the girls. Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Norwood High School Girls JV Soccer, Norwood Mustangs versus the Mohawks of Millis. I'm Nora Glynn with my partner.
Mark Hoover here.
And it's a beautiful day, so that's a good thing. We're ready to start. This is the second game that they've played. They played them yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, the way that the Tri-Valley is working this year is that they're kind of playing home and home matches. So yesterday, the girls were at Millis varsity and JV, and the boys were home. And then today, I think the boys are at Millis. So this is kind of a repeat of yesterday's action.
Right, and I believe yesterday the Norwood team was down 2-0 and came back and tied it up. So. Just while I have a minute, I'm also going to shout out to their JV coach is Anne-Marie Wagner, and this is her first year as the JV coach, so we wish her lots of luck in this unusual season.
Yeah, it was kind of neat that she stepped up to kind of help out with the program here, and speaking with her, and I know that her husband Mark is also kind of helping out, and it's just kind of. Neither one has a child in the program, and she's part of the school system.
Yeah, which
stepping in.
I know she's a fabulous secretary. So I want to give her kudos to that too. She's working hard in the office, so she's doing double time. Then she has to work on the weekends too.
Right.
But I do think she loves the game.
She does. She really does, and she's worked very hard this fall. To get these young ladies ready for the season.
And under such unusual circumstances.
It's crazy.
It's kind of crazy right now.
We were doing the game yesterday, the boys' game, and for those watching today, we'll kind of go through some of the rule changes. But one of the big ones is. Nora, there's just no throw-ins now.
Right.
There's really
everything at the feet.
Down on
There's
the
a
ground.
nice clear by Norwood. I'm still getting used to the numbers, so I may not get everyone in there. I'm going to try, though. Number 4 is Lauren Reen. Oh, here's another Reen coming up the works.
Because I know that there are a number of Lauren Reen is on JV, and I think there's at least on varsity at least a couple other Reens as well. So
and they're all related somehow.
Yeah. Big athletic family here in Norwood.
We may be coming down to the end of some of them. I don't know. Oh, who's that down? If she turns around, I can see her number.
I know that's the thing that you try to get the names and numbers of some of these.
I want to get as many in as possible. But Norwood has possession.
Yeah, so this is an example right here. Exactly. So this ball has got to stay on the ground. It's got to stay flat.
That's legal.
Oh, I guess actually probably what that was. Maybe that was a penalty, so that was a direct kick. So on the direct kicks, you're allowed to have it up in the air. Anything else, indirects,
nice pass
have got to be down on the ground.
But it's going to go a little too far.
And that's the thing too. It's interesting, is when you play on turf for soccer, how that ball, those passes can really kind of accelerate as opposed to, most of the games last year anywhere were down, Father Max.
Right.
Play down on the grass.
Well, and they also don't they practice there?
Yeah, I think they
so
have
they
been.
practice at Father Max too. So
yeah,
you're still practicing on grass, and then you come to play. Nice clear by number 13, Kylie McDonough. Kylie has been playing for a couple of years, I believe, and she's going to take the next kick.
Okay, yeah. So I think that that might have been, and the other thing.
Sorry, Millis has the kick.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do too is to kind of limit the amount of actual contact. Yeah, soccer is not a contact sport to begin with, but you can't help during the course of a game to kind of
Yeah, there's a little bit of elbowing,
exactly, and so they're trying to. That's a nice through ball there.
Now I am not sure. Who is the Norwood goalie?
That's a good question. I know that
because it just says defense on this list.
Yeah. I know that Coach Wagner was trying to find some folks that wanted to step up. She did not have a dedicated goalie at the beginning of the season, so maybe at some point we could try to figure out who was agreeing to step in for them.
I will apologize to the goalie's parents. She just made a nice save because I know you want to have your kid's name on. Well, it could. I'm going to say it's either. Well, it's not. We know it's not Kylie. I'm thinking it's probably a defensive player. I might get that information at halftime because I feel bad about that. I should have been prepared.
I was going to say.
I thought it was going to be on her. I didn't do my homework, Mark.
With some nice early action here early on. There we go. Nice little break there.
Getting a little breakaway.
Yeah, it's nice to see the you talk about that comeback yesterday, down 2-0, and to get the tie there.
You can even see them when they're playing. When the girls are covering each other, they really aren't on top of each other.
Yeah.
Where in past you would see them right.
Exactly, and I think that's it's just some getting used to.
Well, I'm just glad they're able to play. That's probably the best thing.
Exactly. I think just to be out here on again on a
okay,
Sunday
so there's an
morning,
example that it was like she did not lift that at all,
Right.
and she probably could have.
Yep, exactly. That first kick in, whether it be from the offsides or from a throw-in, has got to be on the ground. And if it gets up in the air, what the refs were doing yesterday is that they literally will stop play, and it's a turnover essentially.
Oh,
then the opponent gets the kick. So
that was oops, clear. And another nice stop by the goalie. Now, what can the goalie do? Oh, they can kick. Okay.
Yeah, the goal kicks now are not allowed to in the air come over midfield.
Okay.
So
if you have a strong leg,
if
you have
a
to move
strong
back.
leg, yeah, you got to kind of dial it back a little bit. But so if that goes over midfield, then kind of the same thing. It's a dead ball, and the possession goes to the other team.
All right. Now this is another. I'm just. Oh, so she has to use her feet when she goes out to get the ball.
That's the other thing too. It was kind of interesting yesterday. Somebody for the Mustangs, the ball had gone out of bounds, and just without thinking, just kind of runs over here to the sideline to pick it up.
Right.
And he's got to drop it and kind of like kick it back towards the side, set it with their foot, and then knock it in.
And there's no benches to sit on. The kids are sitting on the floor. The subs.
Yeah, 6 feet apart.
6 feet apart. They're abiding by it.
Yes. Yeah.
That could be. Oh, well. So Noah's playing a little more defense than I want them to right now.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those. It's an early going, and sometimes if it's the first game of the season, the first time you play a team, you kind of feeling each other out. But these guys are coming in from yesterday's game where they kind of know, having just played each other.
So for the coach too, that's like a you go home and you must have to readjust. Like, okay, this is what we did.
Yep.
But you don't have a practice in between, so.
Nice. That's a nice little pass there by Jenna. I think it was.
That was Jenna Nauman.
Yeah, number 9.
I think it was. And she's bringing it up to number 2, which is Athena Axelopoulos. And there's no little ball girls like we used to have from Norwood Youth Soccer.
And again, I think the home teams are responsible for kind of like.
The good thing is we have a short. We do have a short. Like it's not an open field. Like if they're at Father Max, it could roll. You could go on to another game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Maggie McDermott that just brought that in. Maggie's in my PE class, so I know her. So now I have be like, hey, great game, Maggie.
Exactly. It is kind of they have to be just thrilled to be back. Again, obviously under different types of circumstances in terms of how you play the game, but just to be able to be back with your teammates and friends, it's just got to be so good for them.
And coming into high school as a freshman, like that's such a fun thing. Is like what my nephew plays down in Plymouth, and he made the boys team down there, and his mother said he's so happy to be playing. Like, and his sister, who is a junior, is so she was on the dance team, and they're not. So she's kind of like, okay, this is we're not gonna have football games and this, and he's like, hey, this is great.
Right, I get outside. I get.
They are playing though. They play a different. They don't do the weekends. They do the week.
Yeah.
I think we're the only league that's playing on the weekends.
It is kind of an interesting, and again, and I know that the TVL. Jenna
Nauman,
trying to get that ball through
there we go.
Yeah.
She's staying with her.
Yeah,
and then
quite
she's
an
right
athlete,
there for the
Jenna. She's
a hockey player
quite
too,
a
right?
hockey player. Yep. So
she comes from a little athletic family.
She does.
We've had big switch for Millis now.
Yeah, it looks like
Noah doesn't have.
Norwood's got that
subs.
shorter bench as we have one sub, so everyone's going to get plenty of
playing time.
There should be no complaining about time on the field today.
All right, now I wish I knew who just went out because I didn't see it. I just see someone from Norwood just came in, but eventually, so we can't have any injuries.
Yeah.
Jenna Nauman all over that again. Okay, now here's where it could go out.
Right, and there it goes.
And somebody has to. Is there another ball there?
There should be, but it looks like that one's
like
just going to keep
isn't.
going. So, if you're winning.
Yes,
in
if
the
you're
fourth
winning,
quarter,
this is what you want.
This is a
but
great
it's 0-0, so
you need to kind of get that ball back in play.
And they're going to make.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Emily's just running down. I think it's Emily Seco. Is it Seco?
I think so. Yeah.
Seco.
And again, we were doing this yesterday too, and so we we immediately at the onset apologize for any misspelling. I mean,
and any mispronunciations
of names are completely on us. But the way that
and if anybody printed this roster wrong, I'll apologize for the numbers too.
That's right. Then that's on them. But the way the soccer is working this year, instead of halves, they are playing quarters.
Oh,
so
okay.
We are running at the JV. You run 17-minute running time quarters. Varsity is 20-minute running time quarters.
Okay,
so,
and they'll do 4.
And they'll do 4. Yep.
All right. Actually, that does make the game move, so that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. See if Lauren Reen can get anything started there.
You can see Norwood starting to feel a little
Yeah,
bit
they
more
are definitely
offensive
got on
down
their
this
side
end.
of
That's
the-
kind of nice. And what's
Looks
interesting
like
too
Livia
about kind of
Valada.
like that lack of contact, it kind of opens up the field a little bit.
It does.
So it's and again,
I am seeing some very nice passing.
yeah, and I think that's how you're going to beat, teams with or without the rules of contact is the more you can move the ball, not only up the field but backwards to teammates and using the field and open space.
So that was very nice. It was Maggie to Lauren to Jenna, and they got it up ahead. Number
Exactly.
2, there's Athena getting ready to, she's chasing her down. Oh, so there's no.
So
are
now
there corners or no?
Yeah, so there are corners.
There are
So,
corners.
yeah, so
Okay,
she'll be
no
set up
corners
for
in
corner.
field hockey. That's. I
Is
don't
that-
think.
they're
I
taking
think
that? Yeah.
that's a new rule. But we're not doing field hockey, so.
Well, what's interesting about the corner now, kind of that same thing, the kick is not allowed to go up in the air.
So look
it's
how
gotta
close
be-
Lauren is.
Yeah, so they'll do an indirect to her,
And then she'll send it
be
through.
able to
And
send
they've
it.
got all kinds of people in the.
Yeah,
But of course, the defense probably knows that.
yeah, but
Which is hard. Nice across
There
the
you
front.
go.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
cheat.
That was a really good save by the Millis goalie because it looked like I don't know which girl from Norwood. Looks like Athena was right there.
yeah, and again,
Very well. That was a nice play. All right.
and there's a
Oh,
there's a
over the
right
50.
there.
So they
where
called it.
Yep, the keeper knocked it over midfield in the air.
Boy, for being too good, you,
Yeah,
get, you
exactly.
get penalized. I do.
Exactly.
She makes a great save, and then they're like, "Nope,
and a
you
great
kicked it too
clearing
far."
Kick, and they're like, "Yeah, no, that's got to
So,
come back."
so you need to move inside the net next time you kick it.
Yeah, yeah. And well, the thing too is if you look at you can see the corner flags down there. The wind is
Right.
blowing at her back.
Yes. Okay.
So
here we
maybe
go.
in the second, you got a
Here
little
goes
break through
Athena.
there.
Maggie's gonna run over, but
So we've got about 5 minutes
Trainer
left
Bob
here.
is like helping out a little bit on the
there you go.
sidelines. He's the new ball boy.
And the thing too that we realized on those kick-in throw-ins is that the opposing team has to give you
They
some
do have to give you some distance.
Yeah, you got to kind of give them a little cushion.
Wow, that was a nice shot by Lauren Reen. So this Norwood has now had several shots on the
Yeah.
goal. I don't really
Yep.
think Millis has had, and she did it this time.
Yeah, there it goes. That's better.
So we want to keep it. Norwood defense wants to get that.
Oh, it's a nice stop
There
and
we
turn
go.
right there. That was a pretty little play.
And just as I say that, doesn't Millis come down the
Yeah.
field? I was like, oh, you know,
Sounds like that
Norwood's
juicy-
had a few of these. I mean, Millis has had a couple of shots that have gone like the goalie's touched it, but not. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it was a shot on goal.
Yep, yep. And it'd be interesting too, like you said, if you can watch the substitutions here. Millis has certainly
Yes.
the bigger numbers on the bench. So as you go along, how that affects you into the fourth quarter, where they have more folks that can take that rest.
Right.
Whereas Norwood
Yes.
is basically
Playing.
this is your squad out here for most of the game. So.
Right.
And it's kind of nice because I see what the Tri-Valley did was to initially they were not going to allow any parents into games.
I am so glad they changed
And
their
they
mind on
changed
that.
Yeah, it just didn't seem to make much sense to me. I mean, I'm happy to be broadcasting these live.
I know.
I think it's great.
No, I think it's, and actually for the JVs, this is really good
Oh,
because
yeah.
they usually don't get as much
They don't.
time.
Yeah, so it's kind of
But
nice.
I was too because I thought, oh, I know we're trying to be safe, but nice clear. Oh, it was a really nice clear.
Yeah, if this hadn't been able to, if you feel for seniors and their parents.
Oh.
This is like your last year.
Your
and
last year, and
Canadian
you
comes
wait
to
for
games.
this, and I just do feel like that. I think the parents will distance.
Yes.
This is a big enough stadium.
Yep. Yep.
And we have the nice stadium now. We
Yeah,
have a
let's
beautiful.
use it.
Let's use it. Yes. Let's just look at it. No.
Right.
Oh, come on! No one's picking away there.
Yeah, that's a nice run here.
Wow, this Reen
That's Lauren Reen.
she is.
Wow.
She's gonna save that. I
Yep.
bet she's gonna bring it across. Oh, almost.
That's a
Good,
nice,
good idea.
smart
That was a
play.
really good play.
It was a nice run on her part there, yeah, and then to try to chip it into the boxes. The other Norwood forwards jumped in on the play.
Yeah,
She's got
she's
some wheels.
she's got some. Yeah, she's had a lot of hustle.
So we're about 2:30 left here in the first quarter. Still nothing.
But
Nice
Norwood is
evenly
on
matched, though. It's kind of
It
nice.
is an even match.
Yeah.
I think right now Norwood's a little bit on the upper hand.
Yep.
I feel like they've been down this end, not really playing in the middle so much.
Right.
Except for right now. And it's going to go out. There we go. So that's Livia. Valdivar?
Zaldivar.
Zaldivar.
Yeah, Libya Zaldivar.
Down to Maggie.
Yep.
Over to number 4, Miss Reen.
Oh, there you go. Try to get right that ball through.
Oh, and you can't rush well, you have to be careful with the goalie, right? You
Right.
can't.
Yeah, they're really trying to keep that contact down, and I think the Millis goalie there was just trying to
Right.
alleviate that pressure, get that ball out where it can't do any damage way out there.
You're talking about the headers. I think in the boys' game, that must be such a. Not that the girls don't do it, but I know that I do know that Wagner said, "Yeah, it's probably good for our team that we don't have that." She's worried about the concussion factor.
Right.
It's
Well,
such a
that is something that
because it's not necessarily the ball with the other person because that they go up together and
everybody gets up high. Yeah. But it's interesting to watch players who have played for quite a while try to readjust how they play their game
because all these girls have played.
Mm-hmm.
They've all played through
Yep.
youth and other teams.
Yep.
Or I would say most of them. I shouldn't speak for all of them, but
But
little.
that's a tight little turnover there.
All right,
kind
so
of work that down.
from
the field.
process of elimination of people I've seen out in the field so far, I'm still trying to figure out who the goalie is. I've seen Athena. We've seen Lauren. That way I can get everybody's name on.
Right.
All right, Carolyn Boussier is. We have to look for number 5. She's a defensive player. Oh, here come the balls.
There they go.
There they come. Here they are. They're probably still blowing them up.
That's right. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we have a home game today.
Yeah. Oops.
And they have little cones. There we go. That will work. Now, what was that whistle for? Was that too high?
And I don't know if someone got a foot up high. One of the Millis players got a foot up too high. But
That seemed like a perfectly legal hit to me.
There are times when you're not quite sure why
Right.
the refs are blowing the whistle, and there were also times yesterday that I think even the players and coaches weren't quite sure what the call was.
Yeah.
So these refs are trying to. They're trying to work new rules as well. So.
Oh, right. It's an adjustment for them.
All trying to adjust. And so.
Oh, I think that's the end of the
I think that's
quarter.
the,
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, they keep the.
Thank you to Kevin
time
Conley,
down
our
in the field.
scorekeeper. Give you a shout out, Kevin.
So after the first quarter of play, I thought, again, really nice end-to-end action on Norwood. I would agree. I think Norwood there, after an initial kind of getting ready.
Yeah, warming up.
Yep. Second half of that first quarter was probably mostly down in the
down in the
Millis
Norwood end, yes.
Yep. Some really nice runs by the Mustangs.
Okay, now, isn't this interesting? Look at them. Look at the two teams. One is really spread out,
Yeah.
and one is... Or maybe they just get in their water. Because I'm like... So that has to be really short, right? Cause
Yeah.
like, okay, you can't have a lot...
You're not allowed to be near
And
each other.
you can't spread out. 'Cause
Exactly.
Let's have the other team hear what we're saying.
And that's hard too. Yeah, if you think about it, if you're a coach and you want to try to talk to your team,
like, without the other team getting
that's
your
right.
strategy down.
Yell, but so after one quarter of play, 0-0, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, I wasn't sure about that.
How do you reset?
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations and offenses that impact crashes like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Livia Zaldivar.
Yeah, but the mother's name was Nora. Because she just sent me a message. She's getting a huge shout out. Are we back? Oh.
And back here for second quarter action.
All right, so during the little timeout, thank you to the fans at home who sent me Mrs. Valdidar. I can't say your name, Nora, but it's the same as mine, so I love it. Samantha Rose is our goalkeeper. So we appreciate that, and we know that people are watching from home.
There
so
we go, see?
We love it.
People get up here on a nice Sunday morning, have your cup of coffee, maybe reading the
Or maybe
paper.
you gave their passes to somebody else, because I know each player could get 2 passes. And I can kind of see, fans are sitting.
Yeah. We had a few here yesterday for the boys' game.
Now, see, that to me would seem like it would be, and here's Samantha Rose.
Samantha Rose is going to have her name called so many times now here for the rest of the game. Now that we know.
And Liv Valdidar is going to have it too. Thank you to her mother.
Yeah, so this will give us a good shot here of the way that the throw-ins work. So this first kick right here,
Right.
on the ground, hopefully.
But now that's on a little. Shouldn't she take that off?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say
Pull that
take
off
it
the
off. I
cone.
didn't know if
Yep.
she was going to take it off the cone.
And
All
then Millis is kind of give her a little cushion.
So
And
that went
second kick. Can
right.
open
The second and that's exactly
Exactly.
So that went from Emily to Liv, actually, Livia.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make, if any, here for the second quarter. But like I said, Nora, I thought the first quarter was well played by both squads. Some
Absolutely.
nice passes. You kind of play a lot of that short game.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Millis here is able to kind of stop the forward momentum and head back the other way. But
There we go,
Norwood
nice.
recovers quickly. Send that
Right.
ball through. There you go.
There we go. Here we go, Maggie. Ooh, well, there's the first
Yeah,
little
see?
push I've
Little
seen.
push, but,
first little one I've seen.
And it looks like they let that go.
They're more concerned about the ball. They're not really
I know.
concerned about that.
Yeah. So I don't know if someone's kicking.
And also kudos to the kids who are wearing the masks. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, even in school, the kids have been fabulous. Like
Really?
they have been
Yeah.
really good. They're just abiding by the rules. I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
Because it's such
so
an
hard.
adjustment. It's so
Yes.
hard.
Yep.
You know, you get going. Oh, here we go. No, it's got right in front there. Nice little takeaway by number 8. That was Kaylee Brown. Oh, it's still good. It's still good. Oh, just out.
So once again, Norwood starting off this second quarter
Right.
here with kind of what I like is you ended that first quarter with a lot of possession down in the Millis end, and you come out and you continue that same type of possession
All
down
right,
the
coming
side.
across. Wander's in my way. So I'm going to try this again. All right. Maggie over. Did she keep it in? Nope.
Yeah, so
Big
you're trying-
Millis's ball. I know exactly. Yeah, she was trying to just get a little
Yeah, it's like a little give and go.
give and go and then
Yep.
tap it across.
Yep.
Well, send it across, not tap.
So that'll be a goal kick here for Millis.
Oh, she almost came in there.
Yeah, that was
nice.
a nice first step.
That was nice by Kyla McDonough to keep that in. 5. Carolyn Boussiere.
And Millis going. Looks like they're going to about ready to go for their
Their new,
wholesale
their
change.
change.
They
yeah.
all come in all five. It's
They
like
all
almost
come
like a
in together.
hockey line.
It
change
is. It is
over
like a
there.
line change.
So they'll have to wait
moving
for their
people
possession.
around,
Yeah.
waiting for the official. Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
She came through.
That's
That was
nice
nice
hustle to come through
footwork.
that. Exactly.
oh, player down.
Number 5 there for Millis is, of course, the one number we don't have, right?
We don't have
Unless
that
was
one.
a 5 over there.
I think she was 5 that went down. Yeah,
Yep,
5 for Millis.
5, and I look at the JV
And
roster,
it's not on
it's
here.
not there. We have 3, 4, and then it goes to 6. So, if someone from Millis is watching and they want to let us know who number 5 is, they can call NCM.
Call NCM, let us know.
Because I know that it was interesting when we were getting ready to do these games live. We actually reached out to the Millis athletic department because, folks out in Millis can log on to NCM and watch the games. And so I think yesterday we had some Millis parents probably watching their sons playing, and so maybe this morning some folks are getting up and watching.
I haven't been too good with the Millis
try to get
names.
some Millis.
So sorry.
And we're ready to, and the one we have number 5
one-
isn't on our roster, so we'll try to get some of their names in as well as the game goes along. Couple nice little touch
And that
passes
little touch
there.
pass.
Yep.
Was good possession there.
Millis trying to break through here.
It was Carolyn Boussier sent that out.
And that's some nice strong defense here by the back 4 that Coach Wagner's rolling out here. They've been fairly strong in terms of they really have
not had Millis come in very close at all.
Exactly. Yeah, they're kind of keeping them out there, and
That's Kaylee Brown.
quick little change possession. That's a nice look.
Beautiful.
Right through there.
Come on, Maggie. Right
There she
through her.
goes.
There we go.
Yep.
Who's she with?
Stays on
Is she
side
with
there. Yep.
Athena?
Yep.
Oh,
He's going to get her for the offsides.
and that's
Looks like
nice playing on the Millis part.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Athena was just getting a little too anxious there as Maggie was coming
she was
through
like,
with
she's
the
like,
ball.
I see it. I'm ready to go.
Right. And
That's all right. I'd rather have them be too enthused than not.
Yep. And I thought the Millis defender did a nice job of kind of stepping up, almost kind of drawing that offsides as Athena went
She
past
did.
her. Yeah. It was a nice move. Got a
Oh,
run here.
nice breakup. Is that
Yeah.
Kaylee Brown? I mean, Kylie McDonough.
Oh, that's a nice move.
Oh,
here.
that was
Yep.
There we go. Oh, but she's got number 20 from. That's going to be a. Oh,
Shot
that
there
was
by-
Reagan McMahon from
Yep.
Millis. Because
There
I heard
was-
the coach yell her name, and I looked at my sheet. It's number
Yep.
20.
And there was that one's on the roster.
I would say that was probably one of the first shots on goal.
Mhm. She
And
struck it
Samantha,
well, too.
she did. That was that could nice defense.
Yeah, that was probably a smart play there for Norwood as well. Just kind of, again, if things are kind of looking like they're getting a little discombobulated, to get that ball out of bounds, it gives you a chance to kind of reset your defense.
Yeah,
Alleviate any, immediate threat.
there we go. That was by Jenna Norman brought that up.
I work that far side of the field there.
I know. I think that's Sophie Vendetti.
Here we go.
There we
Now
go.
you can
Get
send
ahead.
someone
Now you
through,
can send
yeah.
ahead. I believe that was Sophia. Ooh,
Wow.
she almost went right into her.
And the thing on something like that is, the Millis goalie's got to get back because, the Norwood was
Right.
able to turn
They
that
were
ball
right
over.
there.
And you can see actually the goalie, she got her arm up in front of her face. So that sun, at least here in
Right.
the morning as it,
Is-
so it's kind of right in her eyes. Nice defensive play there by Paige Zarnowski for the Millis, able to kind of ricochet it off one of the Norwood players for the Millis. I guess we start to call them kick-ins now as opposed to throw-ins.
Kick-ins and throw-ins, yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, nice pass by. Oh, so
Oh.
close. That was Maggie to Athena.
Yeah, that was a
That
nice,
was-
that
that
was
was-
a
that was
nice little
close.
combination there.
Really nice combination. It was quick.
So that'll go off. Looks like it might have actually gone off one of the Millis players because it looks like it's going to be a corner for
And I think
for Norwood. So
And the
Norwood will-
substitute for
sub
Norwood.
coming in.
sub coming in for Norwood.
So it looks like Emily's coming off.
Emily. And I can't see her number.
I know you need them to turn their backs
I
to
know.
us so we could just get your number real quick.
It's a little bit more. I can't even,
18.
10. Oh, 18?
Is that 18?
Oh, it's 18, you're right. Oh, Julia Mace.
And again, it's kind of a shame because these corners can be really nice.
Oh, they
normally
give
can be
such an
set
advantage.
pieces, and when you
Yes.
take away that,
Extra
it's tough. So you have to do
things
that
that they've
little.
practiced for years, and now I can't do that anymore.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so Lauren's just going to bring it in.
Too bad.
Oh.
It was a nice
It's all
turn
right.
on her part. She really kind of turned nicely on the Millis defender, but just wasn't able to complete that. But she turned on her nicely and continued to carry it in the box. But Millis did a nice job of being able to get that ball out.
Oh, woo.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. Might go out.
Nice. Now you gotta get
No,
that
she's going to
defense
save
back.
it.
That's a nice job there.
The number 14 of the. Oh.
So it was Ashley.
That was Livia who just came.
And Farrington there was the Millis.
She was like,
player
"Nope, you're not
number
going."
14. Yeah, yep.
I will just get
this
knocked
is as far
down.
as you will go. So I think this is a direct kick because it was a penalty. So this one can go
Okay.
up in the air, but
Oh, but she
decided
chose not
played
to.
short, which is not a bad. I mean, that's a nice
No,
little
'cause-
triangle right there.
Right, there we go. Which, very good.
Yeah.
No one got it out. Millis changing fields.
Yeah,
Samantha all over it.
That's that's nice to see when players can. You just mentioned Nora changing the field.
Yeah,
when
changing
you're
the
all on one
side.
side, bring the ball this way to kind of
Yeah.
where there's more open space. It's nice to watch them when they change direction and change the field.
And sometimes that just catches the other team off guard,
Mhm.
too.
Exactly. So we
So
are
for
under.
Norwood now, too, this is like when they change in mass here, they must all have to like figure out who they have now. Like, all right, where are we going to
Right. Yeah.
They're like, wait a minute, I was on that girl, and now I have to.
Now I got to change all.
Now we
over
got to change,
again.
but which one? They all came in together.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It does. There's so many differences over here. This is nice work defensively there to
There
kind
we
of keep
go.
her pinned in and results
And
in the
Lauren
turnover.
is going to bring it up.
And again, that's a nice little touch there by the Millis player. She just kind of sent it quickly over to her teammate, and the
This
teammate
girl's
here tries to get
hustling.
it
Number 6
outside.
saved it in. Whoa.
Oh, nice play.
That was
here.
very good. Number
Yep, now
11,
they got
that
some
Grace.
numbers right there.
Wow.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball
Oh.
there. Number 11,
Okay, Libby.
Grace.
Yeah, that was Grace from Millis. That was.
Yeah, that was a
but
nice idea.
it was a very pretty fancy footwork.
Yeah, that whole sequence there by Mills, that was one of their nicer ones. Where again,
Yeah.
these were like little small touch passes.
Right.
That, you don't need to boom it all the way down.
No,
the
and
field.
sometimes less is more.
Mhm.
And that shows their skill level.
Exactly, and the longer you play the game, the more you
Right.
learn these kind of things. And I think this bodes well for the Norwood, both boys and girls program.
Yes.
As these girls play together more, they'll develop.
Yes.
They'll know where each other is on the pitch, and that kind of stuff, and that just translates, so well as
absolutely.
going forward. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. I know the record last year for the varsity wasn't certainly what they wanted, but again, even talking to someone like Anne Marie, whose daughter was a senior last
Right.
year, even towards the tail end, you could kind of see that they were
Yep.
still playing with some confidence, and they learned a lot. I think as they
Right.
goes
And
along.
so yesterday was just 1-0, right?
Exactly.
So, that's for them to come back today on our field now. So you're going to have a little bit of an advantage,
Yep.
or I think you do anyway.
Yep.
That was nice by Maggie set it up ahead.
Ball still in play.
Still in play.
Yep.
And Athena's not going to stop. Whoop.
Yeah.
She's never give up. That was good.
Yeah, make them do something down there, and I think that's exactly what Athena did there. As
Yeah.
she moved down, and Marissa Herlin, the defender there, really had no choice.
She
but
had-
to
no,
kinda
she
knock
had to
that
keep
out of
going.
bounds. Yeah.
Oh, well, that one didn't work.
And
That's
then,
okay.
yeah, that's again.
That's
kind
all
of
right.
A small little set.
The
plays.
small one, yeah.
Yep. Jenna would like to have that one back, I'm sure.
So we have just about 3 minutes to go till halftime. Still 0-0. I don't know what.
So he's saying that
Was it
I
too
guess
high?
it was too high, and that's the thing.
That, to
is
me,
just-
that's not high at
That's
all.
the thing we were noticing
Wow.
yesterday. It was like literally, if it's 2 inches off the ground,
They're like, no, can't
Nope.
have that. I'm like,
So
that's so confusing.
and if you think about it, I mean, now Norwood has possession deep in, a play
Right.
like that, they've got the ball right back deep in
almost
Millis
through.
territory.
Okay, they'll get it back again. Oh, she's
And that
gonna
one
get
he
through.
let go.
There we go.
Yeah, so we'll
So
take that.
Sophia. Oh,
That was a nice angle there by that number 21, Haley
Yeah.
Bassett. She took that angle nicely to the ball there for Millis. Wasn't a bad idea there also by
No.
Millis to try to get that ball out to the wing.
Yeah.
And, kind of that same thing when you play on turf, that ball just seems to go a
It
little
just
faster.
goes,
and
yeah. Oh.
I don't think she could catch up with it. So yeah, this has been, I think this second quarter's still been, I would still kind of give the nod slightly to
I would
the
give
Mustangs.
a slight nod.
Yep.
Although Millis had a couple of little chances there.
really have, yeah.
But
So
I'd say, they definitely played more on this end. But pretty evenly matched teams, I
Yeah.
agree. And thus the 2-tie. It's a 2-2 tie yesterday.
Exactly, and that, I think that's kind of what you were looking for. I was talking to John Longley before this morning's match, and you want to play teams that you're competitive with.
Right.
While it's fun to win,
Yes.
7-1, it doesn't help you develop as a player.
No.
You
And-
play against good competition,
Yeah.
and it helps you become a better player. So
Because when you lose 7-1, it just feels really
that's
bad.
also not a lot of
It's-
fun.
It's never fun. But if you lose 3-2, it's you still lose, but you're in the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, if you look at yesterday's varsity score, a 1-0
When
loss,
nothing, it's
you have to take some positives from that. That it, I'm sure they played competitively, and
right. Oh,
it's a
nice pass
ball
through.
there.
Nice, Kylie.
Yeah, it's a nice first step
There's
there by
Jenna,
the
bring
defender.
it through.
There we go. Now you can
That
spread
number
out
8
here.
over the
Yep.
Kaylee Brown.
Oh, there's a
Coming
ball.
through, coming through, Maggie. That looks like it's going to go out.
They
off of
are
Millis.
they are close. I mean, you can see a couple times that
Yeah.
looks like those balls are just about ready to go through.
But that is halftime.
That's going to be our halftime. So I thought, for through 2 quarters or normal soccer talk, through 1 half.
Yes, normal soccer talk.
I think some very good execution on the part of both squads.
I agree.
But a couple balls here just towards the tail end. It looks like they're trying to get that ball through. Maggie's has had a couple runs. I know Athena's had a couple runs. So, I think Coach Wagner's got to be pleased with that first half performance by her squad, and looking forward to a good competitive second half here.
And maybe a goal or two in the second
would be
half
kinda
by
nice.
the Mustangs.
Yeah, exactly. We don't ask for much. So,
So we'll be back in a few minutes.
there you go.
Hey Norwood, Aubrey here, and excited to announce the launch of the Impaction podcast, inspiring meaningful prevention through action. I know that substance use prevention sounds kind of boring, but I actually find it really exciting. It gives me a chance to engage with the community to create a healthy environment for youth and adults alike. In this podcast, we'll be talking about things such as mental health promotion, anxiety reduction, and how to keep youth safe as they grow in our community. If you have any specific topics you would like Impact Norwood to cover in this podcast, please feel free to email Aubrey Ciol, ACIOL, at norwoodma.gov, or visit the Impact Norwood website. There's a space there to submit questions or requests for podcast topics. We look forward to hearing from you.
All right. Well, welcome back. Here we are up at Norwood Mustang Field up here with the JV girls soccer team versus the Millis. It is 0-0 if you're just checking in. We've had quite a nice first half. No goals for Norwood or Millis, but Norwood, I think, had a little bit of the advantage. But we'll see what happens in the second half when they go in the other way. And looks like they're ready to get started.
All they need now is the soccer ball in the middle. Oh, there he is.
And
Okay.
they also They also switched their goalie. We switched our goalie.
Oh,
Just want you to know. I know we switched the goalie.
Great.
Where's my?
we need a phone call. Someone could call us to let us know who's now playing goal.
Actually, that might be. Is that Liv? Valdea? No, she's number 10. I mean 11. All right. Well, that is definitely not the same person because
Well,
Samantha Rose is on the
Samantha Rose
field.
is right
I
in
can
front
see
of
her,
us.
number
Yes,
15.
Exactly.
So Miss Wagner is Mrs. Wagner has changed up the lineup here, so Millis is going to be confused. Oh, and look at Samantha Rose right there on the ball.
She steps right into play, get yourself
I
started.
know.
And that'd be nice to see here if they start off if Norwood can start off real quick, you know.
Oh.
And,
I
really
always
start
say
to take it to them.
Score often, score early.
Exactly.
Score early and
Yep,
often.
Yep.
So the Millis goalie came right out, and that goes right to Lauren Reen, who's going to get up to hopefully Maggie. Nice cross
That
pass.
was a nice play.
Oh, beautiful! Look at that nice little triangle. Athena's got a chance here. Oh, little shot wide.
Yeah,
But that's right. That was nice. I like the aggressiveness which they have come up on.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. Number 8, Kaylee Brown. She kind of made the quick little pass over. I would have liked to have seen her then, kind of take off down the field for kind of like that, that give and go that
Right.
they do. That would, but it was a nice first touch.
Yeah.
Really nice, soft pass. You don't need to necessarily, hammer it across to your teammates. Sometimes
Right.
We were
Some-
talking about like the smaller
yeah.
touch can often be better. So yeah, so some nice early action here by the Mustangs. Kind of maybe we can pin Millis in here and bury one in the back of the net early on. Yeah, so you get the turnover here. Comes right back in. I'd like to see if they could do that when that ball goes out of bounds. Make a real quick play. Just while
Right.
Millis is trying to get them. Don't give them a chance to get set.
Yeah, don't let them. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
His first step there.
That was by Caroline Boussier, who the Norwood defense has done a really nice job today.
Yeah, they've been playing 4 strong across the back
Right,
here,
they-
and it's I think it's certainly a strong defensive. I want to say not even a pairing because there's 4 of them. So
That was by Sophia.
and that was
And
nice
that's
cover there.
Jenna Nama sends
yeah.
it up. Might be a little too far. Norwood's hustling, but just went out.
Smart play by the Millis defender there to kind of put herself between the ball and the,
Mhm,
Norwood
and
the attackers because she knew that ball was going to go out of bounds. So you just kind of let that roll out and you get the possession coming back this way. Looks like that one must have gone off one of the Mustangs
Among the
there.
Mustangs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a nice play
Well,
on the
that
far
little,
side there.
nice
To
little-
just, that's a nice ball in the front middle. Oh, that's too bad. That's
Samantha
a nice,
Rose is
nice
hustling.
job.
There you go. Nice. Look at
Wow.
Samantha Rose came down and got that.
That's great. That was
Wow.
a really smart
Oh, it
play.
was the middle person. Oh, a
That's a
little
nice ball
breakaway
here
for
through.
Millis.
Farrington here for Millis making a run.
Nice job. Oh, and nice save by the goalie.
That's got to be tough. You've not played goalie the entire
Right.
first half,
And then you go in and
yeah, you get a shot
because
right
they don't even have
on.
any shots on goal. Like they
Yeah.
don't even have any warm up. Like
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good.
you know what I
point.
mean? Like as far as you've been.
You've been sitting.
You've
and
been
then,
sitting.
Yep, and then all of a sudden, yeah, because there wasn't any warm up. I don't remember seeing
No,
any.
I didn't see any warm-up.
So she had to come in basically cold, and first shot, right on net. So she had to make the save. A nice job.
Let's see who's. Yeah, that actually might be Olivia, because I don't see number 11 out there. And I know she had long dark hair. That's all I remember.
We need to get a hold of Coach Wagner before the game to find out who she's going
I
to be
know.
putting in for us. And this Millis goalie, though, it's interesting.
Oh.
You can see her running back
Oh,
here.
she's going to
but
run back, so she
yeah.
give a little pass to the. Oh, she did. Oh, she couldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right. So she had
a-
to make sure. Oh, that's a.
Yeah. It's a dangerous
That's a
play.
dangerous. That is
Yep.
actually. They took a little chance on that. I can see how that could slip.
Yep. Yeah, especially if you
Okay,
got somebody on you.
So Sophia is hustling there. She hopefully she gets it out to the side before number 13 from Millis is. Oh, we have the sun too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you can see, So, but that was a nice job, the Norwood defense there to kind
Right.
of get back and to stop that run.
That went out. It was good. Samantha Rose tried.
Nice
to keep
try,
that
yeah,
in.
right.
That
Just
was really
play
good.
it,
She
maybe
did-
they won't-
She
maybe
did
they
that.
won't
Maybe they won't
notice.
see it. She did that very, very, very well. She just
Quickly. He didn't notice.
He didn't notice. Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, you can hear the ref here says blew back up, so
Yeah,
he's
so
making
he's
you
ma-
have
yeah,
at
ma-
least a chance to
and
make
look
the
at
play.
Norwood just came right back
Mm-hmm.
in. They were not going away. Okay, it's all right.
Nice work here.
All
See if
right.
get that ball
So
through
bring it
up.
up, Lauren.
That's it.
Reen's going to bring it up.
Needed someone there on that far wing,
Right.
though. That would have been nice.
Oh, and of course they only have. What do they only have balls on one side? Yeah,
I
they
was
only have
going
on
to say,
this
I'm just
side.
like, yeah, figures, right?
Oh, Lauren Reen right in there.
And you kind of take those small out of bounds plays, and you can kind of, again, work yourself down the field, get yourself in better position.
Yeah, doesn't have to be that long ball.
I would think that Coach Wagner's probably a lot of times working on those out of bounds plays, so you can kind of do
Especially,
a little
yeah.
one timer off of the indirect. There's a nice turn there by the Millis player. Gets that ball back into the middle of the field. Oh, the number
Kylie-
18 for the Millis
Kylie
was looking
McDonough,
to
nice
run.
change.
Yeah.
Nice. Goalie comes right up.
That was a nice try there on the
And
far
she
side.
did the same thing. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm on the far side. They're definitely not
Yeah.
going to see me.
She was trying to come back to that ball, you could see, but she
Miss
just
Wagner was
didn't
right
quite
on
have
that,
it.
though. Coach Wagner
She
was
was
right
not going
on
to let that. Yeah, she was ready to make the call if she had to.
There we go.
That's
Nice
a nice
shot.
ball.
Oh,
That's nice.
is that Lauren Reed? That was a nice shot.
That really was well struck. I like that. I mean, she not afraid to take that shot,
Right.
and it was solid too. And you put that maybe on net, and the goalie's got to maybe can't catch it cleanly. You've got
Right.
two Norwood attackers right in the box, ready for any sort of
Ready for a
rebound.
rebound.
There's no such thing as a bad shot on net because you're getting that ball
No.
in the area where you need it.
She's going to come right back.
Right back at it. That's
Exactly.
exactly what you want to start to see.
Yep.
Don't give them a chance.
Don't give him a chance. Oh, except.
I think she's onside there. Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Kylie McDonough is quick.
That was a nice run
That was
there
a nice
too.
run by the
Yep.
Millis.
Yeah, she had managed. I thought the Millis player might put on the brakes and then try to break back into the box, and I think the Norwood defender thought the same thing. So she kind of came to a stop, and then the Millis player kept going
kept
forward,
going,
and
yeah.
she kind of like whoa. But that was a nice run there on the outside by the Millis forward.
Athena, almost kept it in.
So both squads looking to get that first
That
goal
first
here.
goal, yeah, it's a very tight game.
Oh, that's
Nice
a beautiful
pass.
ball through too.
Now see if they do the same thing about going to the goal. Nope, she didn't this time. Oh, she almost took that.
Yeah. That was nice hustle there by the Millis defender though to chase that ball down and then make the turn back into the field where she was able to kind of at least move the ball up. but there's some speed on both squads
Both
here.
squads.
You've been able to watch some of the forwards really kind of take off on some nice runs this morning, but the defense on both sides have also been able to kind of catch up and neutralize a lot of that speed. So it's 2 even squads, as obviously the scoreboard reflects. So it's been
there's an example of where a header would have been
exactly
used,
yeah.
and
And
I can see them all looking. They're waiting.
Yep.
Nice clear.
Sometimes you want to try to settle that ball down.
Yeah, it's
now that you've
popping.
got it settled down, you can kind of try to work something here. That's too bad. It's just it's one of those that kind of takes that funny bounce and Caroline kind of spins off of her shin. Then the next thing you know, it's like you have a bead on the ball, and then it just kind of takes that funny hop, and you can't kind of control it. It's also a nice first step there by Julia.
Julia Mace.
Yep. Because once again, you kind of got to give them a little space here on these, but once that ball's in play, and then you can kind of go after them. It's a couple
There we
nice
go,
little-
Sophia.
Yeah. Now send her through. Oh.
Almost.
Yep.
Samantha Rose. Oops. I thought she was, I was like, what? Put that hand
put
down.
that arm up. I'm like,
Emily,
nope,
put that
nope,
hand
nope.
down. Ooh.
Oh, there's some nice That's
There
a
we
nice little
go.
play out there, and that was a smart play. To kind of you went back and forth, and
Yeah.
you found your teammate. A nice little give and go. Some nice possession down here on the far
Right.
side by Millis.
Sophia sends it away.
Not a bad play. Again, that over there on that far side, those 2 Millis attackers were kind of working very well together. And again, it's that short little game.
Yeah,
and
that
the
huge difference,
it was
huh?
nice that see, and then she just messed it up there. Unfortunately, you comes off the ground, and so you had that pressure, and now it's quickly alleviated because the ball went off the ground, which is just so hard for these
That
kids.
is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a little momentum, too.
Exactly.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
Which is why they like that, she tried to do the other pass, and it's just, they almost have to do it this way.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, ew, that's a little.
Yeah,
close
you
to
need to
far
kinda
left.
get
That
this
was
ball
not
out of
a good
here.
one. There we go. Oh, they're playing so close to the sideline.
I know, and it's the far sideline too.
Yeah,
If
it's
you're
like-
gonna play by sideline, come over on here where we can see who you are.
See where it's going out.
And it looks like they're just,
Ah.
yeah. And
Again, she put
that
her
seemed
hands
like
on
a
her
weird
head,
play.
I did it again. She's like, stop.
Yeah, it's like the ball was being put in play, and it looked like both squads just were kind of watching it roll up the sideline up there. And I wasn't quite sure if someone was waiting for it to go out of bounds, but
It's taking a long time to get up this sideline.
yeah, exactly. It's like, is there
There we
something
go.
wrong with that? That's a
Yeah,
nice
Samantha's
step
gonna
right
come
there.
up. Nice,
That's a good
Samantha.
step.
Oh, that was a
There
nice
you
control.
go.
There we go.
That's a nice little play there by.
Whoa. Boy, the goalie's aggressive.
Yeah, she's outside the box. Yeah,
Ah.
exactly. She played that. I was
I
like,
was
you
gonna
are
say
way
she was-
outside.
she was
I
way-
like,
oh,
you're
and she
up
picked
high.
it- she picked it
And
up
she
with her
picked it up.
hands.
Yeah.
Is that,
So-
is that a penalty shot?
that should be a well, it's because it was outside the box, so it should be a direct kick.
Oh, direct kick. It wouldn't be a
from-
penalty shot. 'Cause
Yeah,
it really
just
wasn't.
outside the box. Now,
I thought because she picked up with her hands, that was another penalty.
I know
There's all these rules now.
Well, it's interesting because now I'm not quite sure what they can do about.
Oh, how high they can lift it.
Yeah, and the wall. Like, in other words, normally you'd
all
put,
three together.
you put them together.
And I did read something about that too. They said they just give the little. Oh, that was a good idea. So they just had the touch.
Yeah.
It looked like they weren't together. They were apart. That was a nice
Get the
little
ball
play.
right back in. See,
Oh,
the funny
here's a
thing now,
chance
I think
right
the
here.
goalie,
That's-
I think she's nervous about touching the ball.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah, you can
because
see her.
that rattled her. She got rattled. Like,
Yeah.
wait, how far do I go out? Because she has been very aggressive going out.
Exactly.
She has
Yeah.
not stayed back.
Nope. No. But
So
Yeah,
his-
so you try to set up a wall, and it's
right.
they're all
You-
6 feet
you're
apart.
6
It's
feet
not really
apart.
a wall.
There's not much of a wall. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Nice
Yeah.
save by the goalie. It looks like Athena was right there to tap it in. So she's looking at the. Truthfully, though, look how many lines are on the field right now. I mean, I can kind of see how she could have, like, I was at the line. No, wrong
Yep.
color.
yeah, between lacrosse, both boys and girls lacrosse
And
lines
field
on that field,
hockey.
and field hockey.
And then soccer is
Mhm.
like.
Yeah, I could see why I would get a little confused. Especially, also, you look at the out of bounds ones. You know, I mean, you got blue,
You got-
red,
yeah.
light blue.
I know. I'm like,
It does get a little
sometimes I get
confusing.
confused which it is. I'm like,
So she managed. To, yeah,
and she also was in the miss. I mean, she didn't want the ball to come in. So,
Yeah.
but again, good to. I'd rather it be, if I was a coach, too aggressive than
Yeah.
than
That's
just like, oh, I didn't think.
yeah. That seems to be her style
Yeah.
anyway. So you don't want to.
Oh, nice shot by. Oh, okay, that
That
was
was a nice
out.
shot by Jenna. Yeah.
Lauren Reen over to Jenna. That was a nice left foot.
The Mustangs here are really kind of stepping up in terms of any sort of.
Oh,
first
this is
ball.
nice. Come on,
Yep.
here we go. Jenna, maybe she'll do it again.
Chop that in.
Top it in. All right, so they're giving the goalie a little workout.
Exactly. And see, now if I'm Norwood, I want to try to get my players back a little bit. So again,
And
right
she has to
here,
be careful
I'm
so
able
that
to be
she's. There we
first one on
go.
the ball.
Okay. And no, she stopped it right out. She stopped it right out.
Yep.
It's out. It's out. All right, so here's Caroline Boussier.
right back to her.
Right
Good.
back and over to
That's nice
Sophia.
play.
That was a really nice
Yep.
play.
And if you can get someone to.
Is that Maggie going to up?
That's Athena. That was a nice. Yeah, that's got
Good
some
hustle.
wheels down there too.
I liked that play.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of what they're looking for is, you can tap it back, send a wing, on a run, and you can
let it
just
go
send
out.
it if you're the defender. It's kind of
Yeah.
a nice set piece. So we are now just under 2 minutes. So the time goes now down
Yeah.
onto the field where the refs will keep it there. So we'll wait for their final whistle. He's here for the third
The
quarter,
third
but
quarter.
still knotted at
Still
0.
0-0, yeah. I feel like the Mustangs are knocking on the door right now.
I agree. It's like one of those. They,
Just
they
like, come on, you're
quickly
taking the
ball
shots
gets turned
now.
over. All right.
I always say if you don't shoot, you can't score.
That's
so.
right.
Law
Yeah, well,
of
yeah, it's like-
averages, you have to just keep shooting. I mean,
I think that's kind of Wayne Gretzky was a big you don't score on 100% shots that you don't take or something like that.
That's
In
right,
other
yeah,
words,
you have to-
put it on net. You
put
have
on
to
net.
shoot on net. So Norwood has done a great job, I think, in terms of these. And see, same thing right here. The ball's right back on their possession.
oh, there we go. Oh no, I thought she was going through
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, Maggie McDermott. I think it had her. She
yeah.
was on her left foot. I think she would have liked to have had that one on her right. She tried to tap it with the left, but
There we go.
Right
Samantha
back again.
Rose is right in there. Oh, that's it. I was
yeah.
like,
I was
I
gonna
hear a
say
whistle, but it's
whistle and you get a little
like,
nervous.
Wait, I don't think she made a mistake.
That's right. So that'll be the end of the third quarter. Then is for that one there over the last 5-6 minutes, I think we're
Norwood had some great
clearly
possessions.
Norwood to get some great work there. That every time
Millis
Millis
did
was
come out
trying to
strong.
clear,
They came out strong in the
they did
beginning,
in the first
and then they
one, right.
kind of weakened a little bit.
So hopefully Wagner can get the girls to kind of just continue and take this momentum right into the final frame, and with these last 17 minutes, be able to kind of pull out.
See how their
pull out a win
endurance
here.
is, too.
Exactly. That's right. We'll see what. I know that I think early preseason conditioning, according to Coach Wagner, was fairly intense for these,
I bet
for
it
these
was.
young ladies. I heard there were a lot of hills and a lot of sprints.
Yep.
So
But they look. I mean, they've been looking in great shape,
they
and they've
do.
been hustling. So
Yep. And so we'll see what
One
kind of
quarter to go.
adjustments, if any, Coach Wagner makes, and we'll be right back with the final quarter.
Hi, I'm Chief Bill Brooks of the Norwood Police Department. The men and women of the Norwood PD are committed to protecting you and to providing you with top quality service. We're busy. Norwood is a nice town, but in any given 24-hour cycle, we handle anywhere from 65 to 90 radio calls and officer-initiated events. We patrol the town's 10 square miles, including over 100 miles of roadways. Our traffic enforcement focuses on places where crashes have occurred, neighborhoods where residents have reported chronic violations, and offenses that impact crashes like speed, texting, running stop signs and red lights, and failing to yield to pedestrians. When we're not tied up on calls, we work hard to build relationships with members of the community. So you'll see our officers out walking footbeats, checking in with merchants, and stopping at sporting events to chat with kids. We believe that every resident should know, or at least feel like they know, a member of our department. So if you see us, stop and say hello. We'd love to chat with you. On behalf of the men and women of the Norwood Police Department, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Halftime.
Yeah.
This is only quarter.
Well, all I do is
You could-
set the clock and
Well, then you can go. Okay, we are back.
exhausted.
We are back for the final quarter of the Norwood Mustang Girls JV Soccer versus the Millis Mohawks. It is 0-0. We've had really a great game up here on this Sunday morning. It's been, if I had to give the advantage to Norwood, unfortunately the score doesn't show that, but a lot of possessions by Norwood. Let's see what happens in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if we were talking between quarters, Nora, about how it really seemed like those last 5 to 6 minutes of that
Of the third
quarter was really kind of, a lot of Mustangs.
Yeah,
And so
Norwood
it'd be nice
dominance.
if they just continue putting that pressure on
Yep. So
and work together here, it's a nice little touch.
Samantha Rose
Head up.
going up to Kaylee Brown. Yeah, I just see someone put it in. That's Jenna.
That's the first step there.
Nice. She's got a good
Hey,
kick.
never- yeah.
There's another shot. You
Yep.
know what? Fine. Put that shot on
That's
goal.
Right. That's right.
And,
Kinda
oh,
tipping now, you're first
right
to the
back to
ball,
her.
Right back in. Yeah, they're starting to knock
They're
on the
starting to-
door
yeah.
here. Yep. The funny thing about that is, and not that I'm gonna, I don't know if I want to jinx anything, but sometimes it seems like you have all the pressure, and then all of a sudden the ball just seems to go the opposite way on one play.
I know,
Next
on
thing
one
you know,
play.
so-
Oh, I've seen that happen.
I've seen that happen way
well,
too
and,
many
and sometimes
times.
I do get worried about that too, because you think, the defense hasn't had a lot to do, and
Yep.
all of a sudden, whoa, here's the ball, whoa. Not that they're not paying attention, it's just when you're in the moment.
Right. And I can see the girls' varsity team is starting to drift in here behind the Millis net.
Right, so
maybe
they're
kind
gonna-
of, cheer their teammates on.
Right. So here's what I should know was on tap here. There we go. And Norwood defense pulled way up, so you can maybe get one of those Millis girls offside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, because Millis only got the two forwards up high right now, so
Yeah.
you still got Caroline, somewhat deep here on the defensive side, the near side here.
She's hustling in the middle. That went out though. Oh, it must be so hard for them not to just. I was watching her and I was like, she's going to go right down.
Yeah. And I guess like you said, you were talking about teaching this year and the students and how they're adjusting.
They
to wearing
really are.
masks but as an athlete, it's tough enough breathing.
Breathing
normally,
right, and then you have the
you have
mask
the
on.
Mask on. So
Yeah.
So it's one of those, as these balls head out of bounds now with a 0-0 score. I think both squads are going to try to move that ball in quickly. You don't want to really be wasting too much time.
Right. Too much of a high kick. I don't know. One saying yes, one saying no.
Yeah.
I do see. I am seeing the less contact though.
Yep.
And I again, I don't want to be a jinx either, but I would feel like I don't want to say there's going to be a less injury, or the seriousness of injuries. I mean it.
You know what I also find?
It just seems like there's so less of it.
Yeah. And I think what might,
nice
if
pass,
anything
Jenna.
comes out of this, that's a nice ball in as well. If anything that comes out of this, players that maybe not into the physical aspect of the game now have a little bit more confidence,
Right.
Because they know that they're not about to get
Whammed.
You don't have to worry about it.
There we go. All right.
So they might start to play with some more confidence and develop their game as well.
Yes.
That's a nice trap.
And
trap there by Samantha.
And I also think, like you said, the that might go. That was actually a nice little.
Not a bad idea.
Not a
You
bad
just
idea.
catch
I
her
mean, that
flat-footed.
she almost didn't get that, and if it was a Norwood offense person, they are
buzzing.
they're starting to. Yeah, they're
And you can
They're
see
getting
too,
hungry. They want this.
and I think they're playing with a lot of confidence. They know that they are actually now beating Millis to the ball. They're first
Yep.
to the ball, and any clear, at least
the last 5 or 6 clears, both at the end of the third quarter and the beginning of this quarter, that Millis has tried to toss in, the Mustangs have hopped right over.
Right,
and
yes.
It's come back immediately the other way. So they are playing with some confidence here. So you can even watch now, if we watch that defensive backfield, now they're up, they're up almost kind of like we can see the football field, they're at the 35.
Right.
So they're starting to kind of
They
pinch
were
in
only
here.
they were only at the 40, 45 before.
So it looks like Coach Wagner is asking them to be, good and aggressive. Here's a nice
Right
ball
here we
in.
go. Right. Oh.
Well,
That would have been it.
Oh.
There we go. Emily Rose. Sam Rose is right on this. Oh, okay. That was a
There you
shove. Kaylee Brown over, but Sam's on the other side. Well, that was probably the closest the Mustangs had.
Yeah.
There was all little bees around that.
Yep. That ball was loose there.
That was loose.
She just could not quite get a handle on it. And
Yeah.
sometimes that's what you look for. It may not be pretty, but
Right.
a goal is a goal on the score sheet.
And that's all you need. I mean, we have 12 minutes left in the game, so
Again, nice to see that the Mustangs right back on the attack.
here they come. Come on,
Nice
come on,
back
right
throw.
there. Oh, nice. Was that defender? It was a nice job by the Millis defender.
But they have really ratcheted up their pressure here.
Oh, they definitely have.
So nice to see that. We'll see what again, it's just a shame that the corners now can't be
I know,
into the
you-
box of
yeah,
set
because
pieces because you look here and you're like, oh,
They-
you get
this
someone
is-
with a nice leg who can just
Yep.
pop that in there.
And I think we've seen some.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean the some of the shots that the Norwood forwards have taken have been good, solid strikes. That if
Right.
you could have that off of the corner, that'd be nice to be able to put that thing deep into the box. They've already
Yeah,
got
I
a
see
couple
some good talent.
folks in the box already. Oh, that's a nice play by.
Oh, there we go.
Smart.
Night to Samantha Rose.
Right back in. Now, see, I mean, and what's nice is the Mustangs, you can watch that, they've already got their faces to the goalie,
Right.
and they're ready to trap that ball.
Oops, overhead. Okay, Sophia's going to keep it in. Up to Samantha. Back to Sophia. Use her other foot.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Nice.
See? Oh, man, boy, that was
Such
a
nice playing together.
beautiful combination right
And
there.
I love how Athena's right
Yep.
down there. Nice Sophia. Haley McDonough.
That was a big save right there, because if that ball gets past her,
Yeah.
you got a couple Millis,
Yeah,
folks
they,
up
and
here.
if some
so you
Millis
gotta
that can be
careful.
Yeah. Now, can the goalie, like when she comes out to like the 10, like on a play like that, can she hit it over the 50?
No, I think,
Okay.
I think any
Any-
kick by the goalie
By the goal, it has to be
has
before the
come-
50. Okay.
has to land before midfield.
Oh, there we
yeah.
go. Wow. Yeah, peppering her.
Yep. Yeah, she
Athena's like right next to her. Like,
I think the goalie's like, okay, let's just kind of slow this down a little
like,
bit.
can you guys please get it out of here?
It's a nice little combination
That was
there
nice.
by the Millis.
Come on, Lauren Reen, right in the middle of all this. Okay, there's what.
All right.
Oh no, there's an offside.
Yeah, yep.
And I even saw her.
Caroline knew that one too. She
I
was
like-
helping the ref
I
out
was
by
like,
throwing.
like 14 was definitely over the line. So smart Nord defense.
Yep.
Because that's what they Nord has to be careful of. They did that one little
You're
oops
right.
slip, and
You're right.
if the girl plays closer and they don't see it, they go, too bad we don't call it offside.
Yep. Yep. And you do, I mean, from a defensive standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
you kind of see everyone, inching forward as
Right.
the pressure comes up, and you got to make sure you don't get,
Right.
sucked into the play where all of a sudden,
Okay, 16 is a nice foot. All right. Goalie's going to clear
smart
it.
play.
Nice
Smart
job. I
play.
believe that was Livia. I'm
Yep.
giving her credit, even if it's not. Thank you, Mrs.
Nice look there by number 13,
Go.
Kaylee Joe, the captain of the JV squad. Same thing there. Also another nice
Okay,
look.
no, this is. So we haven't seen Millis actually.
Right.
This is the first time we. Oh, there goes it.
Oh, nice hustle on the
There
far
we go.
side by the Mills player. Yeah, Farrington.
No, is she down?
And
I think she's okay.
She's okay.
it's hard to tell. Sometimes soccer players have the tendency to kind of fall a little bit. Maybe they've been watching some Premier League soccer.
Sometimes you need a little rest.
That's right. They grab an ankle.
I just need a little break for a minute. But though sometimes it does sting when you first go down, and then you go, okay, wait, I can just shake it off.
I'm okay. But it's interesting because now that the season has started later, we got up this morning, it was like 50 some odd degrees, and so at least it's not that heat that you're going to find down there on the turf.
Whoa. That was a little nice shot by Millis.
And that looked like it went off one of the Mustangs. So is Millis getting a corner here? Yep. So the Mustangs here for the first 10 minutes have kind of dominated play.
Millis has not been down. This is the first time they've been down. Okay, nice. Who's that?
Send it wide. There you go.
Send it up.
Oh,
nice.
That's a great ball because you sent it to an area where Samantha was going to be.
Right.
As opposed
that
to
was
putting it
Lauren
to
Reed.
Samantha, you're like,
nope, I'm going to send
Samantha
it up. Get it up.
Use a stride. That's
right.
a very smart play. That was really nice.
I think that was Lauren Reed. Soccer IQ.
Yeah. There's something to that, in terms of just understanding the game.
Understanding the game and where to put the ball.
Exactly.
Seeing the field. That's a real skill in itself, besides just being able to.
Yep. Yeah, and sometimes there's a smartness to the game as well. Some people have obviously the physical skills, the size, the strength, but if you don't have the soccer sense or soccer mentality, sometimes that's not. You can't just run around and
it's not to your advantage. It's just smash ball. Yeah.
It's nice when you've got a player that knows exactly where the ball should go. And they work together, 11 working as one.
That was close. I was going to say, I thought that went out.
I did too.
It did.
Oh, he's calling it. Maybe calling her on the offsides. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll take that instead.
So let's see if Mustangs can get this back over to the other side here. Oh, that's a nice ball there.
That's going to go out, though. So that should be.
I was going to say, it's a nice ball by number 5, the one that we don't have on the roster.
The one that we don't have the name
Yeah,
of.
so if Mom and Dad are watching in Millis, your daughter's done a fabulous job today.
And we want to thank NCM for being here today.
Oh,
This has been such a that they've been able to do all the games this weekend.
Yeah, I know that Brian Dunn and Jack Tolman, when all of this was
They have been
starting
fabulous.
to come together, yeah, they've really worked hard, and Megan down in the truck today, just it's nice that parents now can come.
Yeah.
The fact that we, like
And
you
if
said,
you can't bring the whole family, you can watch it on TV.
Exactly.
Make that an event. A little Sunday brunch.
Yeah. What's nice is that you mentioned usually the JVs don't get.
No, they don't.
So
they don't.
Nice
so it's
for these kids to be able to have it.
It's so nice.
Yep.
Get first billing today.
Yeah, exactly. So we're under 5 minutes.
Oh,
so
this is getting
kind of ratchet it up here. See if
Yeah.
we can get one here late. But Coach Wagner, I think, has got to be pleased with the play of her squad today.
I've been very impressed.
Yeah.
I think I'll say they've been a well-coached team.
Yes, definitely.
Congratulate her on Monday.
Definitely.
Okay, no, don't like to see that Millis
Yeah,
is down
I'm
here
not
now. This
quite
is,
sure why
now.
that-
Like it really changed. The tide turned here. There we go. Come on, Jenna.
That's nice, strong. Yeah,
There
that's
we go. She'd get that away from her. Good. Jenna Norman hanging in there to break up the play.
Oh, that's. Yep, got them on the offsides there.
Okay.
Like
now I need to see it out of this end.
Yeah.
Need to. I've had enough play down here.
That's
now.
right. Yeah, I'd rather be looking to my left than to my right. Now it can be like a lot of games. You're kind of a game of momentum,
Right?
And you can see how quickly it has changed.
It just changed. I mean, Noah clearly came out. And that's going to go out. Okay, so now we have a chance to bring it back because we don't have a lot of time left. So.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, and again, as the momentum changes, you know, Millis then starts to play with a little bit more confidence.
Yes.
They're starting to make the quick little passes, and you know, Norwood kind of was on their heels, and you know, really right now, what you kind of need to do is, again, gain that confidence back and gain the momentum.
That's gonna be. I think that's gonna be kind of good.
I think they're gonna put that one on.
Yeah, Kaylee Brown. I think.
Yeah.
Even though she fell down, she did it.
Yeah.
It looked good, but
It looked good, but so now, so Mills
this-
gets the direct kick here.
wow.
There you go. Hold
All right,
that ball.
here we go.
Let them clear out.
Liv got that, and she's gonna send it, and it's not. Oh,
There you go.
that
Got a
almost.
nice hop.
There we go. All right. There
that's
we go.
another
Come on.
pretty
There.
ball.
Now we go.
Split 'em.
Come on, Samantha Rose.
Oh, that's
Go, Samantha.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
Come on. Yes, I think it's gonna win.
Oh, that
was
was
beautiful.
Absolutely.
Does the goalie get credit
brilliant.
for that too? Does she get?
Oh yeah. Well, it all
Samantha Rose
started there.
is outside with the
That
goalie up
was
through.
a fantastic
All right, now.
transition. Oh, what a beautiful
And she kept her
goal.
composure,
She did.
and she.
Absolutely gorgeous play.
So Samantha, who started in goal today, gets
Right.
the goal.
Samantha gets the first half shutout and then scores
And we
the
were
goal on
worried
this
about
end.
not knowing
That's
her
right.
name. All right, so now Norwood has to keep their composure,
That's right,
though.
yep.
This is where it gets tricky because
That's it. Just send it
There's-
down the other way.
less than 2 minutes. So this goes on the.
So wow, what a
Wow.
fantastic play. But you're right. Yeah.
Now, what
you
a
wanna-
team effort that was.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what makes, you know, again, when this game is played, and they call it the beautiful game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When it's played right, like that was there.
Yes.
It really is absolutely gorgeous to watch how that whole transitioned all
Right.
the way through. And Samantha just was not to be denied
Nope.
on that run.
And she was
split that
composed, and she
defense.
split it.
Exactly. And she let it rip right when she had
And
to.
she had to.
Oh, and it was, you could just see it. We had the perfect angle on that.
We did too.
That
I know.
really was nice, wasn't it?
And
Yeah.
that was another sense of Millis had the ball. Millis had the ball.
Yeah.
Now it's Norwood's turn, and that's kind of the breakaway where that goalie she played a great game. That
Yeah.
goalie.
Oh, yeah.
She had been peppered,
Yep.
and
There was nothing she could do.
there was
right now.
she couldn't. All right.
Great job by the Mustangs here late.
All right.
That was a big goal, obviously. So now, yeah.
But
Putnam already-
I hate this that we don't know at the time.
I know. We got to figure it's probably under a minute here. So
It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a lot of stoppage.
So they'll probably let Millis have one more run, give or take, and if
Yeah.
Norwood takes possession, we might be winding out. Yeah, no, just send it down here.
Send
in
it
the
down.
corner.
Send it. Come on. Go across.
Yeah, I would. It's one of those. I would be taking my time getting that
Yeah.
ball.
Oh yeah. Take your time with that ball.
Slowly walk
This
it
is
back
when
to
you
the line.
take.
Yep. There's no need.
And the
to
other team saying,
hurry.
"Hurry up,
That's
hurry
right.
up."
You're like,
I've been on that side before.
You take it. No, you take it. No, you take it.
Like, stop being so polite.
Exactly. And it looks like we're about to get. I think that ref's about to ready.
I think the hand.
Yep.
There it is.
And that's it.
That's the ball game.
That
so-
is the ball game. What a fantastic
This is awesome.
ending. That was so great. So great.
And I'm so glad I was here to see it.
Yes, exactly. We get to see Coach Wagner's first win.
First
Someone gave her
win,
that
that's right.
game ball.
I think it's going to Coach Wagner.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
when
what
you
a
see
team
her on
effort,
Tuesday,
though. What a nice team effort that was.
fantastic game end to end. And you know, I mean, it was great to see how strong Norwood came out there in that fourth quarter.
Yep.
And we were talking about, Nora, is that, boy, you've got all that pressure. Don't let them come back.
Right.
And there was a couple minutes
I was
down
a little
here.
nervous.
We're like, "Ooh."
A little nervous.
And but they just did a fantastic job coming back. And that
Oh,
sequence right there, from goalie on to the defense, through the forwards, and then just having Samantha Rose make that run.
make that play.
She turned on the Jets. I think it was all that preseason conditioning. That's why they're all in
That's right.
shape.
That's why they're all in shape.
It was a great game. Great
So
game.
congratulations to
the
the Mustangs today. We're so happy for them, and so that tie. And today was the home.
There we go. They're undefeated.
Undefeated. Yes, that's right. So good luck to the varsity. That's going to be up at 11.
11 o'clock.
11
yeah.
o'clock. So go have your cup of coffee and come back at 11 for the next game. And I'm signing off. Norglin.
Mark Hoover, thanks again for joining us, Nora. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
Thank
you.
I heard you were going to be calling, so I'm like, I said, I got to come up and call a game with Nora. I said, I hear her all the time, and I want to be able to sit and
Well, I
call
hear
a
you
game
all
with
the
her.
time, so it's been a pleasure.
It really has. It really has. So once again, your final score from up here at the Murray Field at the high school, the JV team, Coach Wagner with her first career
Official
win, 1-0 over Millis, and we will be back for the varsity game in a little bit.